Hey everyone, it's Professor Downey and I'm here with some more core library knowledge. Today we're going to be talking about the library catalog. So when you come to the library homepage, the first thing that you probably see is Summon, and it has that nice default box right there. And I guess that most likely that's probably the first place that you go. While Summon can be very useful, it's also huge. It's searching everything that the library has.
Look, Simba. Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
So there are some advantages to going specifically into the catalog. The catalog is going to be a little bit more specific because it's actually what the library holds either in print or specifically in ebooks instead of databases. So it's not searching all the databases. So you're not going to get as many results, but also that can be good if you're looking for something and you don't want to have to sift through 3 million results. And there are some other advantages that I'm going to be happy to show you about today. So first things first, we're going to go over to the catalog, and because I'm a librarian, I'm always going to tell you to go to the advanced search because it's just always better to go into the advanced search. You have more options, and here you're going to see the fields where we can search with the and or terms. So you can get multiple key terms if you were looking for, something that had multiple fields that you are looking for, and you can search by author, title, subject, or even if there's a specific note. Librarians use notes if there's a certain collection that you're looking for, especially if you're looking for something in our archives or our special collections, then we often put notes in the records, so then you could search by that. So here I'm going to do my search for social media and fake news. And you might notice that I put quotes around my words. That's just telling it that I want it as a phrase rather than individual words. And I'm connecting them with an and. So that's, again, telling the catalog that I want these two terms to come back in my results. I'm going to leave my fields alone because I don't want to narrow it down too much. I don't want to limit it to just the title or just a subject. I'm going to leave it as anything. I'm not going to add any specifics here, but I'm just going to go ahead and do my search. And if I were going through all these results, I would notice that maybe it didn't come up in the title, my phrases didn't come up in the title, but if I click into the record, they'll all be highlighted in red, all the terms that came up. So you can see that fake news and social media came up in this record. So upon inspecting this, let's say that it fits my needs perfectly, and I want to find if the library has more relevant stuff related to this topic. How could I find more relevant information? Well, an easy way to do that is just to click here on this call number. And this is called serendipitous browsing. And what it does is when it pulls up, it's going to pull up other books with a similar call number as if it were on the shelf next to each other of books that have been classified in the similar topic area. So as you can see, here's the book that we just found, and we can see that right next to it there's a book about alternative facts, around it fake news, falsehood, and fabrication in the fantasy of journalism. So again, a great way to find books that are close in topic to what we just found. Another way to find books with a similar topic is using the subject terms, and we can click on these because they're hyperlinks. So if we wanted about fake news in the United States, we can just click on the subject and do some searching this way. So if we wanted fake news in the United States, we could click on that and we get some choices there as well. Some of them might have been the same that we had in our call number browsing. So another way to find some relevant information. Lastly, if you don't want to have to look at the whole book, but you're interested to see if there's anything inside the book that might be helpful for your topic, you can look at the contents notes. This is pretty much the table of contents all included in this little box here. So say you're like, oh, this book sounds like it could be helpful, but do they have a specific chapter on, you know, why we believe the misinformation. All you'd have to do is read the contents and find out, oh, look, they do in part 2, why we fall for misinformation. And so then you know that you could go to this book and go to part 2 and find out why we fall for misinformation. So I hope this helps narrow down and explain how to use the library catalog a little bit better. Thanks!